Hey, what's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to Get Hit with the Truth. So today we are continuing the 2022 year-end top 10s, as I am going to look at my number one super bantamweight in the world at 122 pounds, and that is Stephen Fulton Jr., the undefeated WBC WBO unified champion. He went coast to coast as number one. He entered the year number one. And he just continues to be, you know, the guy at 122. He in June, he made a mandatory defense of his two belts against former unified champion Daniel Roman, and he dominated Roman. I mean, the thing was, is he came in the favorite. I think most people expected him to win, but he just dominated Daniel Roman. And really, you know, Roman was in the fight. He had, you know, moments here and there, but they were very few and far between, as Stephen Fulton just too fast, and such a good combination boxer puncher, and like I said, he just clearly and utterly dominated Roman to retain his two belts. And that was you know, the biggest victory of the whole year at 122, and that's what keeps him as the guy heading into 2023. But you know, Fulton's only 28. He's now 21-0 with only 8 knockouts. You know, he's still not a big power guy, but he is entertaining. He doesn't need to be a big power guy. But you know, rolling into 2023, it's kind of unclear, but I think it's a lot more clear than people think. Basically, Stephen Fulton is probably done with 122 pounds. You know, you got to go where the big fights are and the makeable fights are. And the WBC at their yearly convention in November, they ordered for Stephen Fulton and Brandon Figueroa to fight for the interim featherweight title at 126. So that means right there that, you know, Stephen Fulton, at least for his next fight, is going to fight Brandon Figueroa in a rematch. And that's just a more lucrative and easier to make fight for Fulton than any other fight that can be made. So that looks to be what he's doing next. Now, there is the chance that Figueroa, if he were to kick the shit out of Stephen Fulton in a rematch at featherweight, that maybe Fulton comes back down because he still holds two belts at 122. But I don't believe he's going to get his ass whipped. I think it's going to be another close fight with Figueroa. You know, and even if he loses that close fight, I think it's gonna be enough for him to stay at 126, you know, and continue his career there, because they're just better, more lucrative options at featherweight right now for the PBC. But you know, like I said, we really don't know, because there is the possibility of him staying here and fighting either one of his number one contenders, which are Rais Salim and Luis Nery, which are both PBC guys. So he could come back down and fight one of those guys if he felt compelled to. And then there's also the option of Naoya Inoue, who could move in front of those two top guys and fight Stephen Fulton if that's what the monster wanted. Personally, I don't think that's going to happen, but that's not to say that it can't happen. It really is going to be up to Stephen Fulton and what he wants to do, and what his advisor, Al Heyman, you know, kind of coordinates with him on what to do. So, going to be an interesting 2023. Now, with the state of the 122-pound super bantamweight division, yeah, we're gonna have a turnover, but I think that turnover is gonna be the monster. This is the year of the monster at 122. Naoya Inoue is the undisputed bantamweight champ at 118. He's made it clear he wants to move up to 122 and unify all the belts. I think he'll be the number one guy in the division by the end of the year, unless he were to get upset. But you know, the potential of some bigger fights, because it was kind of a slow year for 122 in 2022. So I think 2023 we're gonna have better fights and you know, better showdowns. But it's gonna be interesting to see who who's there when the smoke clears besides Naoya Inoue? Is it still going to be MJ? Is Azat Havanassian finally going to get his title shot? Is Luis Nery going to make some noise? Is Rais Salim going to make some noise? Is Liam Davies after beating Ionut Baluta going to be in the mix? So again, there's a bunch of different options, but 122 should be fun just from the addition of Naoya Inoue, the monster, moving up into the division. So that's it. That's my 2022 year-end top 10s on Stephen Fulton Jr., the #1 guy, again, and the state of the 122-pound division heading into 2023. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to continue on with the featherweights next. If you did enjoy the video, smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.